Hello students, today we are going to continue with chapter 4 of science, heat. And our first topic for today is transfer of heat. You might have observed that a frying pan becomes hot when kept on a flame. Why it happens? It happens because the heat passes from the flame to the metallic utensil. When the pan is removed from the fire, it slowly cools down. Why does it cool down? Because the heat from the pan is transferred to the surroundings. So it is very clear that in both cases, the heat flows from a hotter object to a colder object. But how does heat flow? Let us understand through an activity. For this activity, we need a metal spoon, a number of pins, spirit lamp and a matchbox. Take the spoon, melt the wax of candle and use it to stick some pins at regular intervals like this. Now, light the spirit lamp. Place the flame at the free end of the spoon and observe. We see that pins start to drop from the spoon one by one as the wax that stuck them to metal spoon melts. The first pin to fall is the closest to the flame and the last one to fall is at far end of the spoon. This shows that heat from the flame is traveling from one end to the other. This type of transfer of heat is called conduction. So, conduction is transfer of heat without any movement in the particles in the object. It occurs only in solids. Heat is transferred from regions of high temperature to low temperature. Now my question is, do all substances conduct heat easily? Let us find out again with the help of an interesting activity. To begin, you are going to take a small glass bowl and inside you are going to place 3 spoons. 1 spoon is made up of wood, 1 spoon made up of metal and 1 made up of plastic. Then you are going to place some butter on each spoon. Make sure you are using little butter on each spoon. Now place 1 bead in the butter in each of the spoon as well. Now slowly pour hot boiling water into bowl. Take care, the water is hot boiling. Make sure spoons does not fall down into the water. Now wait for some time and watch what happens. You can observe now that bead placed on metal spoon moved down because the butter melted off hot water. So we can say metals are good conductor of heat. So what are conductors? Conductors are the material which allow heat to pass through them easily are conductors of heat. On the other hand, the materials which do not allow heat to pass through them easily are called insulators. Example, as right now you saw in the activity, plastic and wood are insulators. Water and air are poor conductors of heat. Then how does the heat transfer takes place in these substances? Let us find out. To begin with, we need a glass bowl and we are going to fill that bowl with oil. add some drops of food coloring, we are going to add 6 to 10 drops of food color. Place 2 small bricks under the bowl. Place it carefully. Now we are going to take a candle and we are going to light the candle. And because it involves fire, adults' supervision is required. Now slowly and carefully move it under the bowl. Allow it to heat for some time. When oil is heated, oil near the flame gets hot. Hot oil rises up. The cold oil from the sides move down towards the source of heat. This oil also gets hot and rises, and oil from the sides moves down. This process continues till the whole oil gets heated. This mode of heat transfer in liquids is known as convection. So, convection is the process of heat transfer in liquids and gases by the movement of molecules or particles from the hotter to the colder part. Now let us study about one more method of transfer of heat, that is radiation. When we come out in the sun, we feel warm, isn't it? How does the heat from the sun reach us? It cannot reach us by conduction or convection. Then how does it happen? The transfer of heat by radiation does not require any medium. It can take place whether a medium is present or not. For example, when we sit in front of a room heater, we get heat by this process known as radiation. So what is radiation? Direct transfer of heat from a hot object to a cold one without heating the intervening medium is called radiation. So my dear students, that's all for today. See you in my next lecture. Till then, bye-bye.